Good afternoon, this is Joe Merchant with the National Weather Service in Lubbock, Texas, with an impact weather briefing for Friday, April 15th at 4 p.m. We are currently looking at the potential for severe thunderstorms and heavy rain beginning late this afternoon and through the evening hours throughout the day on Saturday and at least the first half of Sunday. Taking a look at the rest of this afternoon and evening into the early parts of Saturday, we have an upper level low that is parked over the Four Corners region and will remain quasi-stationary throughout the day on Saturday before pushing east on Sunday. This has helped draw ample Gulf moisture up across West Texas and the Texas Panhandle, along with a dry line that has set up across the Texas-New Mexico border. We have the possibility for showers and thunderstorms to initiate across the southern Texas Panhandle and South Plains later on this afternoon and evening, and then spread eastward into the rolling plains later on tonight. There is some question as to whether or not the thunderstorms will develop as far south as the South Plains. We do expect any storms that do develop to rapidly become severe. With that, the Storm Prediction Center has placed much of the southern Texas Panhandle in an enhanced risk or slight risk as well for severe thunderstorms later on this afternoon and evening, with all of the South Plains, Texas Panhandle, and rolling plains at least in a marginal risk for this afternoon and through the overnight hours. With any storms that do develop across the northern South Plains and the southern Texas Panhandle, we can expect those storms to rapidly become severe, and the biggest threat with those severe storms would be large hail up to the size of a tennis ball, severe wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour, and we certainly cannot rule out a tornado with any of these storms that may develop. Now looking at Saturday, again, we see the potential for some supercells early on, and then eventually will form into storm clusters of squall lines during the overnight hours. Again, with any of those storms that do develop, we could see large hail up to the size of golf balls, severe wind gusts, and although the chance of a tornado on Saturday will lessen, we do see a greater potential for flooding due to the slow-moving storms, especially across the rolling plains. Again, with these storms, especially on Saturday into the early parts of Sunday, we are expecting heavy rainfall, and looking at this map, you can see as you move west to east from New Mexico across the South Plains into the rolling plains, there is a sharp gradient for the expected rainfall, and that's in part due to the rainfall amounts from thunderstorms can vary greatly over short distances. So, taking a look at that, we do see a much greater potential for flooding the farther east you go, especially across the rolling plains, where you could see anywhere from 2 to 5 inches. The best way to prepare for severe weather is to know the forecast and stay informed, and you can do that best by going to our website at weather.gov/Lubbock, and also our media partners help get out the word. Make sure you have a way of receiving these severe weather watches and warnings. The one way is through the internet, and then you also have television, radio, and mobile devices are also great ways to get that information. But a NOAA weather radio with a backup battery is the most reliable method. Now, taking a look at some of the, if you know the difference between warnings and watches, that is also important. A warning means that dangerous weather is occurring, so you want to move indoors and seek additional shelter. Whereas a watch that just means that dangerous weather is possible, or dangerous weather is possible within a couple of hours, but is not occurring at this time. Well, we'd like to thank you for viewing this impact weather briefing, and again, please stay up to date with the forecast at www.weather.gov/Lubbock. Be safe out there this weekend.